We're now into early March and hopefully we're getting through what's been a very, very long and tough winter. And the last few weeks I've been spending time in the committee that I'm part of looking at the Crofting Bill, which takes us all across the Highlands and Islands. I was in Shetland earlier this week, I was in Highlands and Sutherland the week before, in the US a couple of weeks ago. And we've been taking panels of evidence in Edinburgh, and it's an immensely complex subject. A lot of water to flow under the bridge yet, a lot of refinement to the bill to be done, and a lot of changes. And in fact, there's still a debate about whether the bill is worthwhile or not, and a lot of crofters are very unhappy, particularly about having to pay new charges and to pay to register your crofts and so on. So we're starting from a pretty sceptical position about all of this, and we'll continue to hold the government very firmly to account on what they're going to do to hopefully improve crofting, but at the minute I'm not at all convinced that the bill is going to help it very much at all. Another issue that's propped up in the last week or two has been about the centralisation of jobs under this government. We had a policy of trying to decentralise jobs to the Highlands and Islands, very successful policy. We moved many hundreds of jobs, one big move to Inverness of SNH, but also to Kinloch, Leaven, to Tyree and various other smaller communities around and about. It now looks like that process is going into reverse, and there's an urgent need for the government to try and address that and make sure that doesn't happen, because the benefit of decentralising jobs to the economy of the Highlands and Islands is immense, and that needs to continue. And there's a very dangerous and sad trend emerged on that under this government. The other thing that's obviously emerging at the present time are the big cuts in public services that are now coming through. And we've seen a disastrous situation developing in education. 2,000 teachers' jobs gone, 1,000 support staff gone, and that's got nothing whatever to do with the recession. That's to do with the priorities of the SNP government, and they've simply failed on that, as they're failing on a range of other public services. And at the same time, they're wasting money on a referendum that nobody wants, on a constitutional question that people don't want to debate particularly. They want to get on and concentrate on recovering the economy, growing jobs for people, and that's something we need to focus on too as we move forward.